I've opened the small office sample file. It contains a single room model, complete with materials and lots of details for you to check out. Now I'd like to talk about doors. Here we have a pivot door. You'll probably be making lots of these objects. You can quickly customize the door to suit lots of standard conditions. Here I'll add a couple of panels just to customize the door a little bit further. What pivot doors are seriously lacking is support for doorknobs. If you open a pivot door, the doorknob is left behind. This is just annoying, because in a static rendering you could rotate the doorknob and position it just so. But it's seriously a problem in an animation, because you would need the doorknob to rotate seamlessly with the door if you were ever going to show that moving. I'll show you how to remedy this problem. I'll close the door, deselect, and select the doorknob. By the way, I just modeled this by sketching a line in the plan and lathing it to create the three-dimensional geometry. There are many ways to create a doorknob, and this is just one example. I'd like to attach it to the door, and that's done on the animation menu under Constraints. Choose Attachment Constraint and click on the door. Then select the door, go to Modify, and open it. If you look closely, you'll see somewhere on the door, you'll notice that there's a doorknob attached to it. It's right down here near the hinge right now. At least it's moving with the door. Our next task is to move the doorknob into the correct position. To do that, I'll select the knob, go to the Motion panel, which governs this attachment constraint. Scroll down and click on this button, Set Position. Then just drag around in the viewport and you'll be moving the doorknob. That's about the right place for it. I'll zoom in closer and you can see the problem. It's rotated. I'll turn off Set Position and go into the top viewport where I'll zoom in and toggle into wireframe mode. To fix the rotation, go to the Hierarchy tab and affect the object only. Rotate it using Angle Snap 90 degrees. But notice that it's not quite rotated correctly. I'll turn off Angle Snap and rotate it in this direction until it's right on. Then I'll move it so that it's on the outer surface of the door, which is about right there. Let's check it out in perspective. I'll zoom in there and turn off Affect Object Only. Now it looks pretty good. Let's test it out. I'll select the door and open it. Finally, the doorknob is working with the door. Now if I was doing a walkthrough animation and I opened the door, I'd expect to see a doorknob on the other side. You can easily do that by selecting the doorknob and applying the symmetry modifier. I'll set the mirror axis to Y, expand the modifier, and go to the mirror sub-object level. I'll use the local reference coordinate system so that the transform gizmo lines up with the doorknob. Then I need to move the doorknob back half of the door thickness. I'll do that accurately by typing in -3/4 of an inch here in Y. Now the doorknob should be on the other side. Let's check it out. I'll select the door and open it further. It looks good.